What's up, guys? Welcome back to Ask Lover, where every single Sunday you guys ask me questions with hashtag asklover. I answer them. Usually it's pretty good and pretty fun stuff. And you might be wondering why I'm sitting at a weird angle today. I'm sitting at a weird angle because I'm trying to hide a giant pimple I have. So hopefully you guys don't actually see it, because that's huge. Alright, let's get this thing started off. Hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday. I'm recording this day of. I do that a lot with these, so it's 10:37 in the morning right now where I live. So this video will be up in a couple hours from when I record it, which I always think is kind of cool. So let's start this off with Mr. Upner. He says, hashtag asklover. I remember when you had problem with other jobs other than YouTube. You still have those problems with the jobs. So yeah. A long time ago, I would complain about my work all the time. Like when I first started YouTube and work at the same time, it was really hard to do both. And so it was easiest for me to just complain about work and say it was my work's fault. That really is a serious problem where I work. I'm a project manager, okay? And so what that means is that I manage a project that's worth $250,000. My job is to make sure this project happens, make sure all of my employees and contractors do what I tell them to do. And I'm 22 years old. So a lot of them don't really even want to listen. They're like, I'm not gonna let some little funky 22-year-old tell me how to do my job. I've done this for 52 years. And so they don't like listening. But that's not the problem. The problem is that my company still hasn't given me funding for it. So it's a very expensive project. My contractors have done work, but I haven't been able to pay them. I can't pay them because I don't have funding. And I still have been waiting on one guy to sign off on funding, and he just won't sign off. And he won't tell me why. I don't even know if he's seen my proposal yet. So basically, to make a long story short, I'm about 4 months in, completely ready to start construction, and I can't because I don't have funding, and it's unbelievable. Like, there's nothing I can do. I just keep pounding people every day. I'm like that guy that spams you. Like, if you don't email me at work, I'm gonna send you like 15 emails in a row until you finally answer me. I'm probably on people's spam filters, man. But yeah, no, it's a great job. I love it now. I love the responsibility I have being 22 and having that kind of, just trust, and like a company trusts me. But at the same time, it's like I'm the kind of person that gets stuff done. So when I wait 3 months from a stupid signature, it's like, it kills me. It kills me, man. That is so bad. All right, up next we got CringeMaster64. Ask Lover, do you believe in the power of meditation, and do you meditate? I thought that was a pretty cool question. So, I don't meditate. I don't do that. But I do think that there's something there, and I think that if you do meditate, there are some real benefits. Now, the reason I don't is because I just don't feel like I know how. It's something I really want to do, really want to figure out, because I feel like it's good to clear your mind and just kind of relax. For me, it'd be good to let ideas come to me, because I work so hard through my job, YouTube, working out, all that stuff. Like, I don't have time to sit back, relax, and just think, just let ideas come to me. And so my biggest problem when making videos is that I get stressed because I don't have ideas, and then the stress makes it harder to find ideas. So I feel like if I can figure out how to meditate in some way, it could help. I've definitely read books on it. I like reading about that stuff. I think there's something there, and it's something that I just need to like put away an hour a day just to turn off my phone and my computer and editing and just relax, just like zone out, let my mind recover, stuff like that. But no, I don't do it, and I think that I should. Benda Beaver says, what is your favorite subject in school? All right, so that's a good question. This is probably weird, but in college, for me, it's a lot less about the subject matter and more about who the professor is. And so one of my all-time favorite classes was organic chemistry. Some people say it's a really hard class. It's really not hard at all. But I love that class because I had an incredible teacher. But along with that, I would say probably the class genre that I like the most are, I'm an environmental engineering major, so I like water. Water is what I go for. You can either do air, polluted water, or clean water. Those are like the 3 ways you can take your major. I love clean water. That's like my biggest passion. So I have classes about water treatment, wastewater treatment, how to clean water, stuff like that. And you get into the chemistry of how these reactions take place, how water filtration works, all this good stuff. And those would probably be the most interesting to me. So I would say best class, depends on teacher, but most interesting, all for the water classes. So Snipping Havoc, Ask Lover, if you couldn't do YouTube, what would you do? So if I was not making these videos from when I wake up to when I go to bed every single day and editing, what would I do? Probably I'd be working out a lot more than I do now. Like, I'd have a gym membership and work out instead of what I like, my mini gym in my room, which is a weight ball, push-up, pull-up bars, ab wheels, stuff like that. I'd have a gym membership. I'd be lifting like crazy, and I would probably just be playing a lot of video games. And I don't know, I feel like YouTube's changed me so much. A year ago, before I started YouTube, I was so negative. Like, I had such a bad outlook on life, and making these videos and like just kind of being myself and like just saying things, like hearing myself say these things, I mean, it completely changed me, like in a just a huge way. I can't even describe how different I am than how I was a year ago. I used to wake up and I was like, life sucks. Oh, good, it's sunny. That sucks. I hate sun. Like, I'd just be mad at everything. And then I just started changing. I started making these videos. I said something one day and I saw it had an effect on some people, and I was like, whoa, that was cool. And I did it again and again, and then eventually I started believing these things, and now here I am making motivational videos every single Wednesday, and it's finally, we have X9. Have you ever had a crazy field trip when you were young? So, dude, I got the best story for you right now. So I don't know if you guys have ever heard of it. It's an island called Kelly's Island. It's located in Lake Erie above Ohio. So like Lake Erie just has a bunch of small islands in it. Well, this one's called Kelly's Island. So I would always go there on vacation with my family. So it's a beautiful island. It's not too big. It's just so nice. There are beaches all around it, glacier grooves in it, incredible like island ice cream. And it's just one of the most magical places I've ever been to. And so I went there with a couple friends when I was probably 13 years old. And there were these girls there. And when you're a 13-year-old and you see some really hot girls, I mean, you do what any 13-year-old would do. You stalk them for hours. And so we stalked them. We rode our bikes behind them. We never spoke to them. And they probably didn't even realize we were there because we were pretty sneaky. And we named them the Jewels. There were 4 of them. So there was Diamond, Emerald, Ruby, and Sapphire. Straight up named them. That's what we called them. And they were pretty hot for a 13-year-old back then. And we followed them around. And I remember thinking, like, dude, we're all gonna have our own girlfriend here. It's gonna be awesome. I was super excited about it. And then I remember we bike around the island because it's a pretty small island. So we're biking back to my campsite right behind them. And I'm like, this is it. This is it. I'm gonna go talk to one of them. And then I look over to my right. And if you guys watched my vlog the other day, it was the one where I did a prank phone call and showed my grandma. My grandma's there, right? My grandma's on the island with us. The same grandma that was in that other vlog. And so we're driving behind the girls. And I look over to my campsite where I'm about to park my bike before I walk over to their campsite next to us. And there are about 10 sheriffs talking to my grandma. And my grandma is like freaking out back against the car. And I'm like, what in the world is happening right now? My grandma's like, Zach dear, could you come over here please? And I'm just like, I don't know you. And I just bolted off, was gone for the next 20 minutes. And I realized I'd lost my chance. And I also realized I may have allowed my grandma to possibly get arrested. Now in the end, they were there because she called them to help change a tire on her car. Apparently everyone in my family was gone, so she was there, wanted to go somewhere. But no, I think that was a pretty bad reaction, but a pretty normal reaction for a 13-year-old. But seriously, that place is incredible. If you live in Ohio or if you live around the Lake Erie area, Kelly's Island campsite, the most relaxing trip in the world. There's nothing that compares to it. It's like quiet, it's peaceful, it's so freaking nice. I'm trying to make a plan to go there soon. Like, that place would make the greatest vlogs in the world, dude. There's so much to do, and it's a little island. It's just incredible. Kelly's Island, best place ever. This is not sponsored by Kelly's Island in any way. Guys, hope you enjoyed this episode of Ask Lover. I really do love making these videos. Thank you for watching them all, and thank you for watching as my content changes. I like it. I think it feels awesome to just switch it up, finally start doing what I really want to do. And if you're still watching right now, a little secret question for you. Something coming out later in the week. I'm thinking of possibly opening a P.O. box soon in the future. Is that something that interests you? Would you be interested in having a P.O. box where you could send fan mail to or art to or whatever? Stuff I could hang on my wall. They're not super cheap, they're not super expensive. It'd be about $200 to have that for a year, maybe $150, and it'd be about this big, like, you know, it fits a small box maybe. So if that's something you're interested in, I get enough, you know, kicked my camera. If I get enough good feedback, let me know and I can get that set up. Guys, thank you for watching. Hope you have an awesome Sunday. Hope it finishes great. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget to spread the love.